This video will demonstrate launching your survey on Mechanical Turk and then exporting your data from Qualtrics. Before you launch your survey on Mechanical Turk, since you have been getting feedback on the survey and you've been previewing it yourself, you want to go in on your survey, go into Data and Analysis, and on the top right menu, mine is grayed out. I apologize. Yours should not be. I've already cleared my data. But right here where it says delete data. So go ahead and clear that out. That way everything that you do get from Mechanical Turk is going to be the actual data that you want to use in your study. And so when you just Google Amazon Mechanical Turk, or you can go to MTurk.com, and I can get started. And it says create requester account. But if you have an Amazon account, you already have created your account. So you may, because I have Amazon Keep Me logged in, you may actually have a page come up right there that looks like your Amazon login, and you'll log in with the same username and password that you would use if you were shopping on Amazon. And this will come up. We're going to create a project. And so this is, we're going to give the project name. That will not be displayed to workers. So this is for me, so that I can go back and, let's say I have several studies in here, I can identify which study this is. But the title, description, and keywords, these will be seen by the MTurk workers. So you want to try and make them attractive so that the workers want to create your survey. So we're going to fill those in. And once you've got those filled in, you need to say how much are you going to give your workers, how many do you want in a batch. You can put ever how many you want there. I like to do mine in small batches because I want to keep my survey fresh and toward the top of the, I think of it like a news feed on Facebook. So if I'm constantly going out and saying, let's do 20 now, let's do 20 now, then it's keeping it fresh. Time allotted per worker. What that is saying is, in your study, you have to think about if this is going to impact your data collection. Because let's say someone opens the link and they start taking my survey, and then they get a phone call and they end up being on the phone 45 minutes. And so they hang up the phone and then they return to my survey. Does that time lag make a difference as far as the reliability of my data? So you can change this to fit your study. And my survey link is going to expire in 7 days. These are defaults. And then this bottom one, auto approve, means if something happens and I don't get logged back into MTurk to approve to pay everyone who has posted the link to be paid, then I'm giving Amazon permission to go ahead and automatically pay everyone without my approval, with or without my approval. Do I require the workers to be masters? If you hover over the link, it'll explain what masters are. And I can say add other criterion. Some criterion that you can add is at no additional charge, and some of them are. I'm going to say that I know, here we go, premium qualifications are going to be a charge. So for me, in my study is based on Americans. So location is important to my study. It may not be important to yours. And so you don't have to choose something on this box. This is up to you. And you may find, you could decide, but it's expensive. I believe it's 50 cents additional on top of what you're paying for each of those premium choices per survey. So if I added one, and one premium option and I'm already paying 25 cents, I could be paying 75 cents per survey. And if I need 300, it starts to get rather expensive. But I do want to get responses of Americans. I'm not concerned about collecting that data because I recently read a study that said 75% of MTurk workers are Americans. But I am going to put that there. And then this visibility is saying, who do I want to be able to see my task? And so I can keep it public. I can keep it I can make it private to where everyone sees that I've got the survey out there, but only the people who are American can actually see the survey, or I can just keep it hidden to where only Americans are going to even see that I have anything out here. And then that's pretty much it. So I collected a link for my survey from Qualtrics and I put it in this document, so I would have it here. And I'm just going to paste that into my box up here. And what's going to happen is the worker, when they go in to take my survey, this page is going to come up and it's telling them, look, don't close this page because the survey is going to open up in a different page, but keep this page open because at the end of the survey, you're going to get a code and you have to paste that code in here in order to get paid. And so this is the page and I am finished. Now it wants me to go ahead and pay and publish my batch. So I'll make sure all of the information is correct. I'm going to get 20 responses, quarter a piece. It's going to cost me $5 plus the MTurk fee. So, and it has my credit cards in here and I'll pick which one I'm going to put it on. And then it wants me to confirm my card number, which I will not be doing on camera. And then I will click purchase and publish. And then it will go ahead and it'll be out there. It'll be going live. And there will be a green menu, not a menu bar, but like a tracker, a green bar that will show me how many surveys I have collected, how many I have remaining. So it'll be a green bar, that progress bar basically, that'll just tell me where I am in the process. Then once I have my data collected, I will go back to Qualtrics and I'm going to go on a different survey just to show you because I've got data collected on other surveys. So if I go on this one, I have over 1,000 responses. And so when I go to data and analysis, I'll have export and import. And so what I want to do is I want to export my data. And you see here how I have numeric values and choice text. I want to download each of these. And so I will do that and save them on my computer for both. And then I want to show you what happens with these so that you can see what the difference is. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to close and then I'm going to export again. This time I'm going to use the text. It defaults to text. I always, just to be able to keep it right in my mind as to which one I have, I always just do that one first, just so I know top to bottom. And I'm going to export it as well. Now, this is real important, especially if you're, what's going to happen is you're going to have your data and you'll go in and clean it, and then you may find that you've got to go out and get a little bit more data. And so every time I download from this survey, it's going to save that download and manage downloads. And by looking at these, it's really almost impossible to tell which one did I just now download. So after I download mine, every time I delete them out of the screen so that I don't get mixed up. I don't want anything in that. I just want to keep it clean. And then what you'll see, this file, and I'll save them as numeric and text. And we'll see, I know this is the numeric one because it's got numbers. And then let me show you what the text looks like, because it is different. And you see how it has agree, strongly agree. So it actually has the words. And remember, we did these, it stretched out for that whole question. Remember when we recoded values in the previous video, that's where we were pairing up that the number, so let's do that first one was strongly agree. So question was that LT1. So the number 5 meant strongly agree. So I hope that visual helps this all make sense for you. And this will be where you will want to pick up with the data cleaning. So that concludes this video.